Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF NXT. I, Gorilla Monsoon, here with Pat McAfee and with Booker T. And today on NXT, we're going to talk about what we saw happen yesterday on Monday Night Raw, or Monday Night Raw, when Jade Cargill, yes, that same Jade Cargill who was a former AEW TBS fighter, that same Jade Cargill, who was a two-time WWE Women Tag Team fighter, threw Rhea Ripley I guess you'd call off the board yesterday. Well, that was sickening, Gorilla, and I saw it, Pat McAfee says. It was sickening. I know Jade Cargill. Okay, I didn't know her, but since she came from WWE and since she came to TWF like last year, the year before that, that was sickening to see her do something like that. I didn't think she had it in her to do something like that. And since she's also a former two-time TWF Women's Tag Team fighter too, that's sad. Well, Booker T says, I always say in this business, it ain't about making friends, it's about gals and winnings. But you don't go around and harm your fellow wrestler or your fellow fighter. So that crossed the road. You got that right, Booker. For one time in your life, you said something right. That did cross over the row of what one should or should not do. And I would want to know what the TWF leadership gathering is going to do to Jade Cargill. What kind of handicap will she face for her deeds, Gorilla Monsoon says. Well, to be earnest with you, I don't know if she's going to be, yielding anything for what she did wrong. Booker T says, at the end of the day, I, myself, kind of did some things that, I don't know if she will or will not. But I could tell Rhea Ripley she needs to keep away. Oh, so you think Rhea Ripley's going to keep away after all this? And that she's not going to show up, Booker T? Well, you be sadly mistaken, because there she is in the ring now. And she can't stand up, Gorilla Monsoon said. And maybe you might guilt that on her being thrown off the board yesterday. And you saying she wouldn't show up after the beatdown. Would you stop? Alright. I'm pissed off. I am bloody pissed off. Jade Cargill, yesterday on Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw, you thought that you could harm me. Okay, somehow you wanted to live up to Raw's old name. Yeah, the old saying from 9 between 93 YL till 9 between 97 YL, I believe, was uncooked, uncut, unclean. Yeah, you wanted to live up to that name, didn't you? So you thought, how can I be utmost? Well, I'm still here, and you throw me off the board like you did yesterday. You don't want any of this. And when I get my hands on you, Jade Cargill, all the things you did in AEW or WWE and all the things you did in AEW and TWF isn't going to help you. So bring out your Hell Carter looking ass and I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Ha, ha, ha. You think that I am that dumb to show up? You think that was a slight on me? You gongloid. Calling me a Jade, calling me a Helen Carter, hell look like ass. Do I look like Gina Torres to you? Okay, I don't care. Because I know I could play a good Hell, or good Helen Carter. Let me tell you something. I threw you mongoloid, or whatever, you gongloid, off the stage because I am sick of yielding. I'm going to take now. And you're right. I am a former AEW TBS fighter, the first one. I am a former two-time WWE women's heavyweight women's tag team fighter. But what I did to Tiffany Stratton in WWE is nothing offshooting to what I'm going to do to you in the TWF. You think you're some kind of strong woman? You think I'm frightened of you? I'm not frightened of you at all. Well, you've seen them not be bold enough or fearless enough to come lair me, so I think I'll come after you. Well, Gorilla Monsoon says, it looks like that Jade Cargill is going to get her wish, Gorilla Monsoon says. Yeah, it looks like Pat McAfee says that Rhea Ripley is going to come after her, and they're going to get it. If she's wise enough, Booker T said she'll get out of the way. She ain't going to do anything to me. Get off me, you bitch. Come on, I dare you. Come on. Get this out of the way. How do you like it? Hey, I think I'll either, and you be thankful I don't throw you off like you did to me. Well, Gorilla Monsoon says, I think we are going to have our match here today. Hopefully on NXT. Gorilla Monsoon said, Booker T says, Rhea Ripley now, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Booker T said, yeah, it was wrong for Jade Cargill to come after her and do all that shit, but Rhea Ripley had no right to do that shit to her. So you're saying that she had no right to stand up for herself, Booker, and she had no right to get even on what Jade Cargill did to her. Would you stop? Well, Pat McAfee says, at the end of the day, we're only going to know if Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley are going to have their match or not. And only Ric Flair's got the answer to it. Alright, after what I saw happen out there today, we will see Rhea Ripley fight Jade Cargill. And that match will happen right now. So get them both in the ring now. Woo! Well, we heard from Ric Flair. Well, and I hope that Rhea Ripley gets even on Jade Cargill for everything she done to her, Pat McAfee says, and some. Get in there. Ding-ding. Well, looks like we got a match going now. And Rhea Ripley's in the ring now. And she took down Jade Cargill, Gorilla Monsoon says, who is going to dread the day that she ever did what she did to Rhea Ripley. Pat McAfee says she's going to get even, and she made her bind of her own doing, and she got no one to guilt, only herself for it. You know what's sad, Booker T says, is that we don't even think the women's heavyweight, the TWF Woman Heavyweight Winning Night is on stake. So Jade Cargill is getting beat up for nothing. Getting beat up for nothing, Booker T says. Gorilla Monsoon says, like you didn't see Jade Cargill throw Rhea Ripley. Oh! Rhea Ripley went right in the ring steeple. And now Jade Cargill slamming her into the ring steeple again. And slamming her down, Gorilla Monsoon says. Like you didn't see her throw her off the board like she did yesterday, Gorilla Monsoon says. I did see her do it, Booker T says. But I'm saying she gets nothing out of this. She gets a beat down and nothing more comes out of it. Uh-oh, Pat McAfee says, what's she going to do? She's got Rhea Ripley up again. Is she going to throw her out of the ring again? No, she drops her awkwardly, Gorilla Monsoon says. And now she's going to do it. You know, she shouldn't be doing that, Gorilla Monsoon says. Thank God, Rhea Ripley did the riptide to Jade Cargill. You know. And will this be the end of Jade Cargill? Gorilla Monsoon says. You know. We can only hope, Girl Monsoon says. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Rhea Ripley. While Rhea Ripley has beat Jade Cargill here today on NXT, Gorilla Monsoon says, wait a minute, Rhea Ripley's not done yet. Is she going to throw Jade Cargill out of the ring the same way that Jade Cargill threw her out off the board yesterday? No, she just gave her another awkward riptide, Gorilla Monsoon says. But she could have done it if she wanted to. And I guess you would have thought that was right, Gorilla Monsoon. If she did do it, Booker T said, you would have thought it was right. No, it would have been fair. It would not been right, but it would have been fair, because that's what Jade Cargill did to her. So yes, it would have been fair. Not right, but it would have been fair. Well, Pat McAfee says maybe Jade Cargill has gotten that all out of her layout, all out of her setup, and she got beat up by Rhea Ripley, and maybe she'll think before she starts throwing more folks off the board. Well, we can only hope, Pat, that she learned from this. But sadly, some folks in life never learn from things, Gorilla Monsoon says. Well, Jade Cargill is going to come back from this, knowing this. If someone harms someone like Jade Cargill did, and Rhea Ripley can get even, it's not going to be over between those two, Booker T says. And I would hope that Jade Cargill gets a match with Rhea Ripley for the TWF Women's Heavyweight Winnings. Why? She isn't going to get an award for doing something that's wrong, Girl Monsoon said. You don't get awards for doing things that you shouldn't do and that are wrong. So, it's not happening. Alright, everyone. We're going to take it away now to Joey Styles. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon. I'm going to be talking with Rhea Ripley here today on NXT. And hopefully this time Rhea Ripley will stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Alright, Rhea Ripley. We saw you in your match with Jade Cargill. And hopefully that's all behind you now. Well, I hope so, Joey Styles. I hope that this whole bullshit between me and Jade Cargill is over. And I don't want to have to deal with her shit anymore. I don't even know why Jade Cargill did what she did. Or why she felt she had to do what she had to do. And I think I got even with her. So I don't think I have to deal with her and her bullshit ever again. But now I'm looking forward. And I wonder who's going to be that next woman who's going to fight me for the TWF Women's Heavyweight Winnings. Well, we don't really know yet, Rhea, who's going to be fighting for the TWF Women Heavyweight Winnings. We haven't named that woman yet. But do you have any thoughts? Well, whoever that I'm going to be fighting should know they need to bring their A game. Because I'm Rhea Bloody Ripley. And there is no way that you're going to beat me. So you either bring your A game or you don't bring nothing. Well, it was good talking to you, Rhea Ripley, and good luck with whoever you fight with or wrestle with next. Thank you, Joey Styles. You're welcome. Oh, Jade Cargill's back again, Gorilla Monsoon says. You think this is over? You think this is over, bitch? It ain't over. It ain't over, you gungloid. Not over. Hey, I think I'll throw you out again. I think I'll throw you off again. Oh, this is crazy, Gorilla Monsoon says. Someone needs to put a stop to this. Someone has to do something to stop this. Well, thank God Ric Flair showed up. That's enough, Jade Corgale. You're not going to do what you did yesterday on Monday Night Raw, and you're not going to do it here today on NXT. That's not happening. Okay, alright, whatever. I'm not done with Rhea Ripley. I'll be the TWF Woman Heavyweight Fighter one day. Yeah, put your hands down. So, you need to get out now. Yeah, I'll get out. Well, looks like it is all the time we got here for TWF NXT. That's all the time we have here. I, Gorilla Monsoon, with Pat McAfee and Booker T. We hope you like NXT, and we'll see you tomorrow for Impact. For Dynamite, or Mike.